Fuje mpaka akanipatia jina ya studio, akaniambia wewe ni mnoma sana ku make beats. Kutoka leo studio utaita Beatlicious.
Beatlicious.
Beatlicious. In music, yeah.
I understand it. So you get this computer. Unaweka hii computer kwa nyumba yako. So that's now
kwa nyumba ya babangu.
Yeah. Kwa hapo. It's now you,
my dad.
babako.
Yes.
He hasn't married yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes.
So you sasa ndio unaanza kutengeneza beats.
Yes.
You get? But are you recording beats for other guys?
No, just yes. I had other people coming in. By then not a lot, but watu tu were around.
Okay.
It wasn't as powerful, but they were my own beats sana.
So
najaribu kurecord, najaribu kujirecord hapo na maikimbo na nini, because we knew computer was everything by then. So after then, now my dad now started the plan of getting married. Kulikuwa na mother fulani, no, wacha siseme mother, alikuwa mdem teacher wa Sunday school. Alikuwa anatesa sana. I dad decided to start recording. I remember tuko na kiti. So siku moja dem yake amekuja, amekaa side kwa bench, dem yake amekaa kwa hii bench nyingine. So amekaa wanaongea tu, alafu my dad akasawa anaenda kumchukulia maji. Akaamka. Dem yake akaanguka. So yeah, my auntie, my mom, an amazing woman.
So they got married?
Yes, they got married. And I'm so happy to have been part of their life together. And she really, now when she came in, because when you have a dad, I don't know if your dad used to spoil you, like, here and there. So now the love shifted. When the mom comes in the house,
he spoils you.
Yeye ndio headmaster. So hakukuwa na curfew, so sasa kuna curfew. Hauko unapenda kuoga, sasa kuna kuoga. Kuna a certain time ndio unakula. Kelele hapana.
Ubachela uache.
Sasa my mom was she was an amazing woman that helped me also to grow now, because my dad, I didn't have any structure. So my mom had to instill structure, whereby it was very, very hard. Mpaka unakaa chini unasema, mama ananichukia sana. Sasa hiyo umeambiwa uoge. Babako alikuwa anajaribu. My dad used to try. Hata nini na nini happen, nilikuwa naoga na maji moto. Lakini sasa baadhi amekuja unaoga na maji baridi. Na lazima uoge kila jioni. By 5 umeingia kwa nyumba. Huyu madhi ana utiaji sana. So that happened. I think we started fighting with my mom. My dad, with his a lot of wisdom, he looked for a place for me.
Oh, nice.
Out of the house. Now he looked for a small place in Komarok. Now,
and at this time, umeanza high school?
Yeah.
Hebu niambie kidogo about high school. Did you do well in KCP? You chuo umepitia tu, upendi chuo. History ya chuo
Let me shock you. First of all, you remember in primary, I was being sponsored, okay? At some point in primary, we went for a dancing competition. I think I was in class 4. There are a lot of guys dancing. Again, I'm being spotted.
Whoa.
There were so many schools that were there. I think there's this amazing woman. Her name is Maureen. Madam Maureen, there's an artist called Sironka. I don't know if you know Sironka. Sironka used to be in Ogopa DJs. So this is the mom. Sironka used to be a very young girl. So this woman spots me within a lot of other kids. And she feels like I can dance. So they say, hey, this guy is dancing really, really good. So I danced again. So now, guess what was the prize? Your secondary education sorted.
What?
Yes.
Secondary education?
Sorted. I was like, for me, then it wasn't a big thing, you know.
What?
So now, getting to everything, when I was doing my class 8, I couldn't, we couldn't afford. Then it was, I think, 700 bob, the registration fee. Hatungeweza kuafford. So, but we were planning for it. So my dad went again to look for my family. So the only thing that my uncle would have given my dad was my grandfather's contacts. My grandfather was in US with other family members walikuwa wameshaenda kitambo. So wrote a letter to him telling him how much I need support. Not even only for the exam or even hapo mbeleni. So my grandfather was on foster care already. Alikuwa very old. So the guy who gets this letter, he's one of the people when my grandfather was going to the States. He sort of helped them also. So they went together. So this guy, my grandfather tells him, please take care of this boy for me. So this guy looks for us, and then he started sponsoring me. And he's my brother. I really do love him. His name is Dennis. So Dennis takes care of my school. So I was hoping to go to the other school that I was being sponsored at. But since Dennis anabola, he's able to pay for everything. So God was able to take care of my secondary education. I went to another school, and I wouldn't mention them. Like, you know, wacha nigote watu wa Pumu. I was there for some yeah, so after some time, also I went back to that school that I was being sponsored, I think for about a year.
Why were you jumping from school to school?
Manze.
Nilikuwa
sijui muziki ilikuwa imenifanyia nini. Kwanza Pumu, I used to run away from school, go to Calif Records.
What?
Yeah, there's a guy, up to now he's my good friend, cause hatungeweza kufikia Clemo. So there's a guy that was there, like right man wa Clemo, alikuwa anaitwa Aton. I don't know if you know Aton. Aton is a right man wa Clemo. If you see Clemo, Aton anakuanga hapo. Yes, a brown guy. So
till today?
Yes, till today Aton is with them. So Aton records me, and I was very, very young. So guys in school just used to know Msanii. They couldn't tell if I was an artist, a producer, or just Msanii.
So what, you were getting kicked out of school because of your music?
Nakupigana. Nilikuwa mnoma vita.
Ulikuwa unapigana? Jiplaza vile umekonda kama mimi. Kasi kama mimi wa old.
So I got, because I was very curious about life, so I got to learn so many things, and I had to have a very high defense mechanism, because everyone that was around me, they felt like I faced a lot of rejection. So I had to get a way to defend myself when I was very, very young.
Okay.
So Pumu sijui nilipiga head boy. Akaniambia wewe ni mrefu, wewe ni mono, na wewe ni mono. Nikamwokota. So my dad naletwa shida. Yani analetwa shida every single time, umsee nini na nini. But it was all because of music and all that.
So but okay, nimeelewa. I like keeping track. So you've got Dennis who anakusponsor.
Yes.
And kwa hizi my high schools unaruka kutoka hii high school mpaka hii mpaka hii.
Denny was very patient. Kuna wakati tu alinipanish kidogo nyo nikaenda kwa ile sponsored school.
He said, I'm not paying anymore.
Yeah,
but you were the full school. That's the thing which is blowing me.
Yeah.
You unajua Jehovah Jireh.
I performed very well. From my dad knew I won't survive in school, because I wasn't mi sikuwa mtu wa kitabu sana, but activities I was very, very good. And I thank my primary teacher, because he knew how to place me. Even me just to be in school, he knew, like I was a scout commander, and then all of a sudden you're the head boy, you know, he knew how to place me. So at the back of my mind, I couldn't miss school, because I knew I had responsibilities in school. So end term exam, nakwambia nilipiga marks zingine poa sana. Up to date. My dad anamjaga watoto wake. JB ni mnoma sana. Alikuwa anatuchezea alafu mwisho aka. Yes. So yeah, on my last exams I performed really, really good.
Okay, and then you were talking and saying your dad got you another house.
Yes, separate house. So hapo sasa nilikuwa muziki. So now I started to do music completely. And
you're a musician, but then you're also producing.
Yes. So music, okay, I was there to serve more. Even muziki nilikuwa naogopa kidogo, but I had some skills of writing and.
So who have you worked with at that time?
At that time, there's a guy actually who was big by then. Alikuwa anaitwa M4J.
Yes.
You know M4J? M4J was a big shot then.
Nilikuwa nafanya gigs na M4J.
Yeah. So M4J alikuwa na crew yake ya huruma. Ilikuwa ni kama wafuasi wake. So kulikuwa na kitu inaitwa Jesus Night.
Yes.
M4J alikuwa yeye ndio kusema.
Yes.
So we started working with M4J. M4J mpaka akanipatia jina ya studio, akaniambia ni mnoma sana ku make beats. Kutoka leo studio utaita Beatlicious. Beatlicious. So M4J came with that. Two young boys. Mwingine mdogo hivi anaitwa Sid. By then. Alikuwa tu anaitwa Sid, but his name is Moses. Alikuwa mdogo sana. I think alikuwa CG class what? But he was very, very young. And then mwingine hata CG alikuwa kama ameanza shule. No, alikuwa ameanza shule. So Bahati was very, very young. By then alikuwa anaitwa Mr. Fat. So M4J had this gift of giving people names. So Mr. Seed, it was him that who gave him that name, which meant, I think, setting El Shaddai, exaltation deeper. Yeah, so fat also had a meaning to do with prophet, blah, blah, blah. But what I liked about that young man, there's something that I saw on the other city that Mr. T was talking about the 3 generations. I think I've been on both of them. But the first generation had a lot of seeding, whereby seed was sown into everyone that was in the industry by then. Yeah. So these small boys, what they knew best was praying. Like they were seriously prayer warriors.
So they would come to, what's that studio of yours called again?
Beatlicious. Hiyo ilikuwa ni kama pali church. We used to pray.
You, Mr. Seed, Bahati.
No, there was other guys also. Mwingine alikuwa anaitwa, no, up to now he's a comedian. Carlos, you know Carlos, a comedian. Carlos also was he's one of the people that I first recorded songs for. So kina Mr. M4J, they sort of became like a family to me. But now they used to live in Uruma. So they attracted more people. So there's another guy always used to work with a bag full of lyrics. Hakuja kwangu. The guy is called Ekodida. So Eko kuna siku kwanza amekuja ameibiwa bagi yake ya lyrics. Analia tu. Lyrics zangu. Because he used to write a lot. So with these guys, we started something. So then they used to say, tumesainiwa Beatlicious.
No way.
Yes. So now we started at that. And one incident happened. I think now, see, I have church that I'm dancing. And then my dad also was getting promotion now. From the church that he was at, he got transferred to another church. So I couldn't move because I had a couple of responsibilities in this other church. So now for me also, being a young boy, guys come to your home. Siku moja wazee wa kanisa wakasema huyu kijana hapana tumfukuze hapa kanisani.
For real?
Mimi nikasikia vibaya, nikasema naenda kujiua sasa. So kila Mr. Seed wako hapo kwa dirisha wananiongelesha, usijiue bro. So they saved me. Actually, I was almost. I was there like for 3 hours.
Because you felt rejected by
yes,
church.
I felt again rejected by church. Yeah, you know. So
why did they kick you out? Because they said you're hanging out with riffraffs.
Yeah, I think they felt like there was no any adult that who had control over. You see, when my dad was there and I was the youth, it was teen chair, so there was a lot, but they knew at the back of their mind that my dad is in control. But when my dad wasn't there, so they felt like there was no control. So I'd rather just go where my dad church is, and I couldn't just shift on that. Yeah, so now.
Wakina Mr. Zido wanakuambia
wakaniambia manze usijue.
We need you, man.
Yeah, we need you.
Don't
Cheki mabitu na making mtu wangu. That was the only thing that made me actually.
And for real, you were going to take your life?
Yes, I was. That was the first time, yeah. And my dad was called. Akajaribu kuniongelesha, akasema kwanza, akanipeleka police station, akasema mimi nataka kujitoa kama mzazi wa huyu. So it was very tough on me. And
police station. Mimi sitaki kuwa mzazi wangu.
Sitaki kuwa mzazi wangu, acha ajue kama mimi si mzazi wake. Yeah, but thank God with time I felt love by growing with these kids. Kina Mr. Seed. I'm sorry, I might forget some of them, but there were so many. While growing up, I had even Kina Hope Kid. After some time, I was kicked out from that place. I think I went and lived at Kina Hope Kids' place.
And hold on. In fact, let's do this. Let's take a break. Let's take a break for 2 minutes. When we come back, we continue now with this story of what's the studio again? I keep
Beatlicious.
To the history of Beatlicious.